Hello, this is Vulturefire. I am recording another non-beta run, which I realize, to those of you watching, that they're all non-beta runs. At least, like, the way that I'm releasing them. But for me, there are several beta runs in between each non-beta run. I've recorded, like, I don't want to talk about how many depth 4 videos I've recorded. I really don't want to talk about how many depth 4 videos I've recorded that I lose. But that's not what we're here for today. This is going to be a Raodan Frostbite run, because that's one of the decks that I haven't played yet. I'm trying to go through and play some of the decks that I haven't done in a few patches, and Frostbite is one of them. Starting deck for the Frostbite deck, I am not really sure about. You have Frost Nova, obviously, but the thing with the Frostbite deck is your initial kill is kind of suspect. You have... I currently have Pierce. It was Rites of Winter at one point, but I ultimately decided Rites was a little too tricky to get working. I'm not sure if that's correct. Glacial Stare, trips Frostbite, of course. Mana Jolt is Mana Boost, which Mana Jolt could probably change to something else. I don't know that Mana Jolt is doing that much for this list right now. And maybe it should be a different mana card. This mana card is a lot cheaper than one of the because, like I said, this used to have Rites, so it needed a lot of mana to play Rites. But with no longer playing Rites, especially with having this Haunted Memories as a potential mana card. Now that said, Glacial Stare is only 3, Chilling Focus is only 2. I don't want to get too crazy here. But the main cards I'm looking at here are potentially a Reforge or a Defensive Field. Or just the second Haunted Memories for the flexibility. We do have King Contemplation right now for draw. Although it's a fairly limited amount of draw, obviously. But I could also see an argument for putting in card draw of some variety here. Although, Assisted Analysis isn't bad. It's not actually really draw, but because it's only +1. But it does also set us up to draw an extra card every turn from the Wits, which is nice. Gives us a little bit of extra growth. We'll try that. Card pool, our epics, we have Frigid Ritual. Obviously, we're a Frostbite deck, so I haven't tried this in the Frostbite deck, but if it's bad here, then it's a bad card and should change. Mana Eruption. Imbue Elements, we have some... Right, that's actually the reason to keep the Mana Jolt in the starting list. Just kidding, Mana Jolt's back. Alright. Imbue Elements, which is reduced status gain by 1, and we get powerful. We have Frostfire Barrier, trips Frostbite or Burn. If we did either of those, we get Shield and Tough, which is nice. Glacial Touch obviously consumes Frostbite and draws us cards. Sanctity, just good. Frostwave, it's just good. Arcane Silence, it's just good. Blizzard, it's Frost themed. For the rest of the pool, we have Predator's Focus, Precarious Drop, Mind Seed, which is a little suspect in Raodan lists. I should maybe swap that for something else just because it is relatively weak in Raodan lists due to the growth being less relevant because we have growth from other things. I think I like Icy Revelry more. The Fixed Frost itself could be a downside. It doesn't, strictly speaking, have to be a mana card that I replace it with, but I think Tyrannical Focus is probably fine. Icy Chains, Cultivate. Cultivate, same deal. It does give us growth, but it's kind of suspect in a Raodan list. I think Emergency Shield does more for us. We have Power Surge, just cause. We have Elemental Winds. We have Ready the Ice. We have Frozen Rift, Arcane Focus, Contemplate, Calculated Deception, Cleansing Shield, Elemental Refraction, Forbidden Crystal. I don't really have a ton of notes on most of these, Brainstorm, Frost, Nova, but somebody asked me to go through cards as I build a play deck. So one note here is some cards that I'm not running. Frozen Gust. I'm not a huge fan. I think the 5 Frost is not high enough to matter. And I think I think I would rather just have another Frost Nova most of the time, because Frost Nova is more Frostbite, it's all enemies. Death Frost Storm, I'm not a huge fan of, but it's here. Biting Cold is another card where it's like, it's fine. The Frostbite deck is weird. I don't know how much I like it, if I'm being completely honest. It's just kind of an odd deck where you don't have... Like, with the Burn deck, it's clear what your game plan is, and you have a clear route to victory. But with the Frostbite deck, you have a lot more just kind of dirtling and seeing where it goes. And a lot of our game plan here is going to end up just being hope that Raodan does Raodan things, and that is enough to carry the day. I think Emptiness is not... I'm not interested in dealing with Emptiness with this. With Frostbite, just because it makes that fight a whole lot harder. You could argue that that's why I should fight it, but fuck it, I don't... I put up with enough bullshit for D4S3. This is meant to be a low salt video. We have Icy Gale in 2 areas, which is great. We do have to get the Purity on Bailator, and it is a Hunt Cruelty Bailator, which is definitely not a recipe for not being salty, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Starting at a drink, it's not bad. Critical damage is not super relevant. So going here is kind of nice because those are fine, and both of those are pretty good. We can try and go through Red Blossoms here because both those cards are cards I'm happy to see. It does involve taking a lot of extra fights though, and our card pickups in this deck are not fantastic. I don't know that I want to hit a ton of fights just because I don't know that I care about most of the cards. Although going here and picking up Commanding Spirit or Essence Sap, both of those seem like okay pickups. And Soothing Skies, though, this is a deck, especially with Hunger Skies, where they're going to get Overheal. We may never be able to get into this fight. So probably we should avoid it for that on that basis alone, even if it means going through a bunch of extra fights. We do get a little more Frostbite for damage for hitting that. I think we do this, because I think that that extra damage output is worth it. We should immediately get this refreeze here, which is nice. Really think that this deck could probably use some additional arcane output. I should do that. So that should kill. I think it's worth playing those. And then this is where Pierce comes in, because Pierce will just end the fight. Oh, here's that, Pierce. Elemental Winds seems okay. The main downside to Elemental Winds is that it can eat all of our Frostbite. But sequencing is a bit suspect. I don't need to get this week out. Let's just get Curse. We don't have any Cleanse, which Cleanse maybe should be a priority pickup. So Arcane Ablution would work. Let's Ice you, which means that we get double damage on those ticks. We also don't have any stone transformation, which is also probably a mistake, but look, I'm not here to make good decisions. Never have been, never will be. That's going to burn up our freeze, but that's okay. Although, honestly, I'm not totally certain why I bothered playing one thing. Nope. We get hit, we get cursed. We aren't doomed, which buys us a lot of time. Alright, they're both frozen. We do that, get that healing just for fun, and just for good measure, lock them down. Those guys are cleared out. Victory. And Arcane Ablution will be very nice since we are going into the Doom bot. Man, D3 is so much easier than D4. It's really nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I don't see no reason to let you get a turn, honestly. Not having pocket chill always feels a little weird, but you know. Glacial Stare kills that. Making good progress towards killing everything. All right. Barriers are annoying, but should have lethal here. Now let's get rid of Vital Stones, which I like. I think Glittering Reflection is very good. We'll take Glittering Reflection even though it's not necessarily the best card for us right this moment. Honestly, Mighty Punch should have been more of a consideration. Just gonna do that. Get out all the Frostbite. We don't have a sturdy source, which is a bit of an annoying thing, but okay. Slowly chunking through. Icy Chains. More consistent ability to ice things out. This is Doom coming out, I believe. You know, blocking Doom is usually pretty good. And this is why I like, I have Pierce in the deck, is because, like, it skills up against bosses so fast. Like, that was an appreciable amount of damage. You just copy that. Just got an Arcana, should have done it. So I guess I'm not going to do it. Playing that doesn't seem super valuable, but freezing that out also doesn't seem super valuable, so. Another turn where freezing doesn't necessarily justify itself, but I think we're going to get the freeze basically for free here. Yeah. Actually, we can do that, and I guess it's Mighty. Pierce has to have damage modifier, so there's only like 10% extra damage, but still 10% extra damage is 10% extra damage. And Pierce is up to just 80% of extra damage, so that's like 6 times 8 is 54 damage base, which is not bad for a 2-mana card. I'm a dummy. No, eat unnecessary damage. What do I get for not playing whatchamacallit? Oof, that also hurts. Maybe we need Icy Cure. Absolutely, we're copying that. And we're gonna go and do that for the healing, and that's the fight. Bye. Deck is working honestly kind of better than I expected at this stage. Do we take Mana Font? One of my questions I'm thinking is, was like, what do I cut here? And the answer, it still feels like it's kind of nothing. Mana Font, if we take Mana Font, we could maybe cut the Haunted Memories or the Mana Jolt. So basically what it comes down to, well, I'm fine with either of those. So I'm considering whether I want Delayed Burst, which is another very good damage card. I think Mana Font is good enough to justify taking. This does not trip off of, I think we want Aura of Protection, because we don't otherwise have great whatever generation. Great Shield generation. We can't generate great shields. That is currently our main damage engine. So upgrading makes sense to me. I think we can cut... I think we cut the Haunted... it is Source of Weak. We'll cut the Mana Jolt. We already have Icy Chains, whatever. I think we probably want the Dead Chill Bolt here. I want to play that. I want to get damage and then draw. And more damage. I will need additional Frostbite sources. It's too easy for us to run through them right now. Actually works out pretty cleanly. Joke's on you, we can't actually be, whatever. Let's go ahead and heal so I don't forget. And we should be able to finish off next turn because donk. And now... Oh, we have an elemental wind instead. That triggers Frostbite. I'll do it. Okay. Ice Cure is pretty good, but I think we need the Frost Nova. I don't think we can cut another mana card yet. I think we need a replacement first. Though we do have already a pretty fat deck because of decisions. Decision made by somebody. I'm not going to say who. I don't want to point any fingers. It might have been you. These might be your decisions that are resulting in our problems. You should really look at yourself, unknown person on the other side of this conversation who's being berated for absolutely no justifiable reason. I'd really love like an AoE arcane card. It'd be pretty nifty. So our status output right now is pretty garbo. It's gonna be a great elemental wind though. Copy the Pierce. Look at all those freezes. Become freeze of charge. I will not be apologizing. Don't want to do that. Although I guess Fury's not even going to do that much now that whatever it is dead. Aside from block me from getting frozen. Which is not honestly a huge concern anymore. You know what, why not? Just super Frostbite them. Something, come back to Frostbite them in the ass. We have a weirdly high amount of skill draw, which does have some side effects. Specifically that it means that we are going to get a lot of these turns where we go all skills into no skills. God, I can't believe how much we get to get away with on D3. It was a simpler time. Enjoy the past while you have it, guys. Pain's coming. I mean, I say while you have it. You can play Depth 3 on the new patch. Depth 3 is not going away. Not for you. But I, of course, hold myself to the standard that even if I'm not having fun, I must play on the highest difficulty. Well, I allow myself to not play on S6 all the time because it's not, you know, an intended difficulty, but I only allow myself this shameful lapse because I am a coward, I say. Alright, playing that doesn't seem super valuable to me right now. We are going to eat a little bit of damage, although Aura of Protection continues to come in clutch to save me from dying. Arcane Evolution is in the wrong part of my deck right now. I guess I'll copy that. Alright. I don't understand why it has to be so impolite. That trick is doing quite a lot of damage. We are going to have a total of 11 mana here, which is not quite enough. Let's ice you, I guess. I don't really want to freeze this one right now because it's going to remove some of its shield this turn, which, you know, is nice. Alright. One problem down, 3 to go. I'm just gonna get the orb protection shield here. Kind of wasted the Frostbite turn, but unfortunately we did get the Doom turn before we got the Curse turn. Let's go and do that. Why not? You have a lot of whatever building up on that front enemy. I think we can just copy that. We freeze that. I mean, I could play that. I think we should get out more Frostbite. You know, for value. And we get vulnerable, which unfortunately means that we do take a little bit of damage there, but the blade's a bigger problem. Just kidding, nothing is a problem. Everything's good. We are champion problem solvers. Let's go ahead and do that. Play like 1. That's actually great to see. Whoop. All right. That works out well. And now we basically have the fight over. By we basically have the fight over, I mean we have the fight over. Plenty of shield. Just to ensure we don't take any damage here. I like Arcane Aegis, it's another way to get shield, which we kind of lack, and it is a way to do Arcane Detonations, which we also lack. Alright, this fight could be tough. We're sure on cleanse, lots of debuffs incoming. Could be a bad time. And we drew Arcane Evolution on turn 1 because of course we did. Which means we don't get any more cleanse until we cycle through the deck. Go ahead and pop you. This is not looking like it's going to be a great turn, but just get extra draw. Alright, I want to shuffle here so that this goes to the discard pile. I should have gotten out shield for whatever. That was a mistake. Oof. Any luck, we'll find Arcane Evolution here. I said with any luck. I said with any luck. Well, that's one of the arcane cards in the deck. I can just copy that. Playing that doesn't seem super valuable to me. We've got plenty of Adept, and we don't have room for another summon. All of the debuffs. We could play weak. This huge lifesteal hit though is pretty obnoxious. So much shield gained. Because it also has, like, the hit was naturally lifestealing and then it has extra lifesteal from. Yeah. Thanks, I hate it. It's no longer tough. Which means that nets me another detonation. Well, too much hope that we draw something useful. Also, unfortunately, there's a lot of health stolen back. Yeah, and all of our hard work is undone. Should have just kept going at the boss. That was a mistake. Oof. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to restart here. Combination of several things not going our way here. We will get Arcane Evolution here, which is nice. Yeah, if we end up having to restart here, I'm going to blame bad target prioritization on the Pierces mostly. Not a fan of the bleed. So close. But unfortunately... Oh wow, I didn't realize how close we were to death. Well, Phoenix Feather popped. And unfortunately that healing is going to undo all that work. Still have a chance. I'm a big idiot. Alright, we're restarting the fight. I had that, I just needed to, you know, look at the number. I could have done other things. We're at full health. I don't really want to re-roll when we're at full health. Just try and prioritize targets better. I'm honestly unsure if the boss is the one that needs to go. It probably is. Mostly this is just a deck where we are finally seeing the consequences of our actions. With the most relevant action being building a bad deck. Copying this makes sense. Putting that heal from coming out, I think, makes sense. And this gets us a freeze and extra shield, which I think was worth it. Even if it meant giving out extra shield. I didn't realize that was going to explode me, but that's not what I was hoping to see. I guess I was looking for a card that isn't actually here. I really want to do this turn because I really want to shuffle it in, even if it costs us health. Because I really want to be able to do that again next turn. Because if we can kill the boss at all, obviously that makes our life better. We are now positioned to potentially get the kill with the boss this turn. Yep. Rewarded for playing better. Can't actually use any cards we draw here, but we take damage, which sucks. But you know, one problem at a time. We can deal with that. A lack of sturdy is definitely one of our big problems here. Because that's a lot of why we can't actually close out the fight the way we want to. That's fine, we actually didn't lose any health there. Alright, we take a lot of damage, or we take a lot of butter, but we don't actually get whatever. Okay. It's unfortunate. Yeah, lack of dub is absolutely also kicking our ass here. I overestimated our ability to freeze, and it's worked out fine in the previous fights, but this fight is just not going so well. Oh. Also, we have arcane whatever on us, so. Alright. We're gonna lose a little bit more health here, but the fight's over. We did it. Hooray! Glacial Touch is very good. Devourer's Strike lets us get rid of Vital Stones. I think we need the Devourer's Strike. As much as I would much rather have had the other thing. This gives us Crystallized 2, which is something. Or we just like upgrade the Haunted Memories for extra mana, but I don't think we want to upgrade this. I'm gonna upgrade that. It's debatable whether that was correct, by which I mean it was wrong, but Shrug Emoji. I will keep saying Shrug Emoji until morale improves. We can go through the ice weather, which seems good. I have no clue how we get through mid-boss though. We need a new plan, and we need it fast. Or we are going to die to either mid-boss. This is hopefully. I was hoping this was going to be a fast run, and it is absolutely not turning into that. Let me just eat the shield. You get the shield here. None of that seems particularly valuable, which is okay. Baggage full sometimes isn't. Start realizing that what I can do is this, so I can set up one of those. All right, one down. Oh, whoops, I am very dumb, and that is a huge problem. Me being dumb, I mean. Alright, but I really want to get the sword protection out so that we just don't lose any health here. I have to do that first. Get to block the burn in multiple ways. We get to literally block the burn, and we get to block it with that. One of our whatchamacallits is probably about to be toast, but it's okay, we have backups. All the cool kids love debuff stacking. See, this guy gets it. He's trying to stack debuffs on us. Man, imagine if I put in spell draw. Wouldn't that be good? Instead of just whatever draw. Devour Strike actually is lethal now, although we don't need it. Our sprites have our back. Yeah, they are sprites. Our sprites have our back. Arcane Nova is great. Yeah. This guy's gonna get a bajillion max status. It's gonna be super obnoxious. Mana? Yeah, close enough. Mana adjacent. 20 damage detonation. We'll take it. I have to copy that. So we don't get a freeze this turn, but we do get a freeze next turn. And it didn't give us a freeze this turn. Oh, oops. Close to that kill. Visual Stare does finish the kill. Get got, dummy. Unfortunately, I don't know if there are any ways for us to get sturdy. There are probably some in the card pool, but I'm not sure for certain. I want to play that, but I want to do that more. Boop. Screw it. We're doing this twice. I don't care if it's useful or not. I want to maximize how many windows I have. Which is 2. The copy didn't do anything. But 40% extra status applied, and 40% extra damage done. We don't actually need that at this point, I think. It seems like an okay place to end the turn. Hey, Lamau. Give us more crystallize. I don't think that's really what we're looking for, but it's probably of the course. Well, random status is probably actually better. I don't think we want another Elemental Winds. We'll take Power Surge. Nice thing about Power Surge is it goes away after we play it once. So it's like we didn't play a card. It's like we didn't take up a card draw at all, or a deck spot at all. All right, I guess we may as well do that because we get to hold it for a later turn. Kind of want to draw some cards here. Specifically, I want to draw mana cards here. We could absolutely use better mana. Okay. It's perfect, because now I can do this, which is what I wanted to do. And that helps shore up my mana problems. I absolutely would still love more cleanse. Specifically, a sanctuary would be great. Alright, that'll have to be enough for now. I don't want to eat an arcane detonation here. I mean, there's a decent chance we still eat one just from cruelty, but no reason to specifically invite one upon ourselves. All right. Dang it! God dang it. So, we would have been able to get rid of that cruelty stone there, except... Let's get that frozen. I don't want to get... I can deal with a little bit of burn, but I don't want to be any closer to the arcane detonation than I have to be, because I don't want to risk getting 2 detonations here while we have this weakness. Yeah, even though that puts us really close to a detonation there, it got rid of the arcane weakness, which means that we don't suffer too much. No, just for fun. I'm not two friends. All the extra status. And this time, we don't get transformed because the thing is dead. No? Yeah, I think we're just gonna take mana here. I don't think we can make Tyrannical Focus work. I added it because I was unsure. The deck, I think, sometimes can get to that many debuffs, but I mean, I should have taken it. We have Crystallize, and then, yeah, I think we can actually get to it. I lied. Huh? Let's do that. Because we actually only get the one exhaustion. Get 2 exhaustions for the price of 1. That unfortunately going to be just shy of actually doing damage. But now it isn't. So. We'd love to have this turn 1 against King Hyom. You get a cleanse card here, potentially, if we get lucky. I don't really both of these, but I feel like the problem with the Frostbite deck is like, we are a Frostbite deck, but we haven't ended up taking the payoffs yet, so like we were offered both Frostbite payoffs. This is my own fault, but I decided that I wanted other epics more. Oh, whoops, I should have done that first so we could have gotten the Crystallize. And turn here. Alright, there goes our friend. Served us well. Worth it. I think getting shocked here isn't too big of a deal. Yeah, 15x2 is a manageable amount. If we ended up even letting it take a turn, which we may just decide not to do. Doing that mostly so that we have a heal set up. Potentially heal later in the fight. Oh. Ring, 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 ring. May as well copy this because that should be lethal. Yep. Okay. Emergency shield is pretty good. Crystal Blade is not that good. Calculated Deception is okay, but I'm gonna take the Emergency Shield. Alright, so the question is, can we now fight these guys? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. I think these guys are way too much of a threat relative to this. We haven't found any more cleanse, so this is still not going to be easy, but there's only one guy, so there's a better chance of us being able to just freeze out key turns. Yeah, just copy that for mana. I don't think it's worth playing that though. I shouldn't have played that. There's no point playing Barrier Frost, but. Right. Sooner or later we do have to deal with the Dorkham McGee. I believe that's the name of the summon. Dorkham McGee. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Boop. Yeah, see? Summons one Dorkum Mickey. Alright, let's go to the deck. Are both skills, so we can do that safely. I don't think I want to play that, because there's too high a chance of drawing something that I actually want to, you know, have after the shuffle. Alright, the big Arcane Blast, I think, is something we can take. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna hurt a little bit, but, and it might kill our summons. Again, I do not. In the next patch, there is a change that we can see when we are dealing with AoE Arcane, but that is not in live patch, so just have to deal with it. Is Frostbitten too many to get rid of weak? I don't think so. Maybe it was. Right. Just gonna have to hope that these guys take care of it for us. They did not, but that's fine. Right. Bad Pierce turn, but what are you gonna do? This heal is absolutely not going to care about blocking, so we're not going to bother. It's a kind of dubious turn. That's good. Make that go away. I don't want to take more, I don't want to have fatigue going in this turn. Fortunately, we just kind of have to explode here. All right. Up to 70%. Thanks for status applied. All right, guaranteed crits. 5. Guess I'll just copy now. $274 damage. That seems okay. That's actually not going to kill our summons, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, this fight, especially when you're freezing this much, is not anywhere near as deadly as you might expect, considering how much trap. Like, it's one of those fights that obviously if you come into it and you have a bad day, or you're not well prepared, it can demolish your day. But fortunately, I cannot pierce it right now. This works. And now it can be pierced. Okay, that seems okay. Honestly, that seems okay. Yeah. And then... Is it time for Raodan memories to go? It might be. That feels wrong, but... I've got something. Need to find more mana, though. Cutting that before we had mana lined up may have been a huge mistake. We are going to get mana here. If we can make it through the fight. I don't want to do, I don't want to trap opportunities here because that's just going to be additional curse, which I don't like having to deal with if I don't have to. We still are low on cleanse, so. May as well play that. Although I guess I should have just copied the whatever pro was going to do that. But still, you're at 7 powerful. This is not bad. We're going to take some damage here. It's not my favorite. Emergency shield doing work. All right. Oh, we have the evasion for that this turn, so. Alright, bleed's annoying, and we don't have much of a cleanse for it, but I've got a plan. You have to copy that. Take it through the last stack of whatever. And conveniently lines us up for that. Look at all this power we've got. It's almost enough. Almost. probably freeze back one more so that we can get Pierce off on it for bigger damage. Right, there's Pierce. Goodbye. Do that for the damage up. Slowly upticking various debuffs. Right, well, no Pierce kill this turn, most likely. But we do get a kill nevertheless. It's just not a Pierce kill. That's mana. That's better mana. And then we're gonna go here. Well, if we go here, we can get like Brace and Cold. If we go here, we can get Ray of Frost, which is also very good. I think we're gonna go here. We're dealing with a sunny day weather, but I think at this point we're in a better position than we were to deal with that. Now we can find one of our self-status cards to go with that, of course. That'll work. We'll just do that. We're going to choose not to get Frostbitten. This is definitely looking like it's going to be a two-parter. Which, hey, that's 2 videos added to my backlog. Because it is early April and I still have to have non-beta videos through May. Or through the end of May and probably a lot of June. Given that I don't tell one day, but I expect the patch to be late. Because I know how I have basic pattern recognition. Now let's tag you. Most likely because some annoying beta testers will keep complaining that cards need to be changed right up until the last minute. But I don't want to name any names, like Falls or Fire. Do. Can transform that. Cost is hidden, but worth it. Yeah. Get iced. Also, I definitely kind of thought this thing took up 3 spaces for some reason. I didn't comment on it at the time because I wasn't paying enough attention to notice that we had failed to get, or that we had successfully gotten another dork out. Do I even want to get that extra powerful out, or do I just want to do that? Or that? Alright, chance that they get the kill here. Alright, no luck. So we are going to take some damage here. Not a ton, but a little bit. Oh, hey, just kidding. We're not going to take any damage. Skill game. Oh, that'll kill. I guess there's a chance we could end up getting sturdy out of this, which would be nice. Just doing that to set up for another card we have. Imbue elements. Alright, back to full health. So we did have that one really dire fight against that one jerk in A1, but since then, it's been pretty smooth sailing. I guess there's 3 jerks in A1. I don't really need the adept. I do like having that sturdy, and I would like having that sturdy, but I really like to have Ray of Frost. It's just so much frost. Probably slightly better than that. Well, we also have a lot of adept. Upgrade. This for more powerful and more stacking. That could be a considerable amount of extra whatever. I think I like... I think I like... Good talk. Let's get the extra bidden. And we have another shot at the sturdy card here, which is the main reason I didn't take it. Right, we're back on this version where they, where those jackwagons will happily spam. Aha, just kidding, beat him. You got him. I mean, like, there's like an AoE kill my guy next turn, but I don't think that sturdy is going to be enough. And we already used our copy card, which would have been our only way to keep him alive. So... I guess there's that. Buy one more turn for our friend. Love that 50% crit chance from being hidden. Hey, we can just eat the runestone. It's almost like I'm running that card on purpose. Still are super low on cleanse. I wish we have one cleanse card. It is a miracle things have not, that hasn't caused us more problems yet. Okay, now it's really time's up for our summon. But hey, did its best. You need to get frozen this turn. Alright, let's copy that. Hey, there's the max health. Sure. Alright. Alright, more adept. Emergency Shield continuing to be a card. It has text. I love playing cards with text. $15 crystallize. All right. Pierce will be lethal whenever we get back to it. One for you. And one for you. That's not cleanse, that's the opposite of cleanse. That is tough. I mean, that is sturdy. We just have to hope we can clean out this fight fast enough to not cause problems. Also, God, there's a chance that I end up taking Crystal Light here, even if it's not, even if we're off with the other thing. Because, like, I know me, and I'm not going to pass up a chance to get Crystal Light. Or not Crystal Light, Crystal Breath. You know what Crystal Light is? I don't know where my brain is. My brain might be, permanently broken. Hmm? Iced, iced. The reason to let you have a turn, if we don't have to. Alright, we get to get rid of that immediately, even if it costs us our hidden. So hope that we're just going to evade at least one of these. So ideally we would get the dragon beaten up. Could do that for purity. Or just ice you. That is a kaboom. So close to that one being dead. If I'd done this first, we could have had it dead. But I wasn't thinking. It's still worth doing that. Because even if it doesn't kill, it prevents us from taking too much damage from that. Or we can just, you know, roll our 5% evade chance twice. Yeah, 5% evade chance. Better lucky than good. Alright, new turn. Alright, now it's in anger mode. And we just stop from getting itself set up. Get some crystallized coming out. So it doesn't come out of rage mode until it actually does its action, even though it's got shield back, which is, I actually didn't realize. Boop. 395. One more pierce should do it. If we play a card, that thing explodes, so... Boop. Or that... Was it risky? Yes. Do we get punished? No. Also, we are up to lethal here, I didn't even realize. Fire. Yeah, Crystal Breath. Because that is another amazing win condition. Love to have ways to win the game. I think we cut... We are just not a Frostbite deck anymore. That's going to be the end of part 1. Stay tuned next time for definitely a Frostbite deck, part 2. Until then, toodles.